Please subscribe and hit the bell for never miss a video.
Rain is a droplets of water that fall from clouds. Have you ever wondered where the rains come from? Or how do clouds were formed? This is what the water cycle is all about. Come and join me as we explore more about the water cycle. On our previous lesson, we studied about the different sources of water, like river, oceans, lakes, ponds, seas, etc. And we also learned that water is a valuable natural resource that is found in the different forms in our environment. It is important to understand how water moves through the environment so that we can understand how to manage it successfully. In this lesson, you will learn about the hydrological cycle, or popularly known as the water cycle. Water cycle. Water cycle is also known as hydrologic cycle. It is the process by which water moves from place to place above, on, and below the Earth's surface. The water cycle shows the continuous movement of water within the Earth and the atmosphere. It is a complex system that includes many different processes. Liquid water evaporates into water vapor, condenses to form clouds, and precipitates back to the earth in the form of rain and snow. There are four main stages in water cycle. This includes evaporation, condensation, precipitation, and collection. Water cycle started when the sun heats up the rivers and oceans. The water becomes water vapor. Thus, it rises up in the air. This process is called evaporation. Evaporation happens when a liquid substance becomes a gas. When water is heated, it evaporates. The molecules move and vibrate so quickly that they escape into the atmosphere as molecules of water vapor. Heat from the sun or solar energy powers the evaporation process. The next main stage in water cycle is condensation. Condensation is the process by which water vapor in the air is changed into liquid water. As condensation occurs and liquid water forms from the vapor, the water molecules become more organized and heat is released in the atmosphere as a result. Condensation happens one of two ways. Either the air is cooled to its dew point, or it becomes so saturated with water vapor that it cannot hold any more water. Condensation can form dew, fog, or clouds, and they all need saturated air to develop. When you pour a glass of cold water on a hot day and watch what happens, water forms on the outside of the glass. That water didn't somehow leak through the glass. It actually came out from the air. Water vapor in warm air turns back into liquid when it touches the cold glass. Remember that when water vapor in the air gets cold and changes back into liquid forming clouds, this is called condensation. You can see the same sort of thing at home. Another example is that you can see this at home when you take a shower and the windows and mirrors in the bathroom fog up. You can also do this by breathing on a mirror. The next stage is precipitation. Precipitation is water released from clouds in the form of rain, freezing rain, sleet, snow, or hail. It is the primarily connection in the water cycle that provides for the delivery of atmospheric water to the earth. Most precipitation falls as rain. Precipitation forms in the clouds when the water vapor condenses into bigger and bigger droplets of water. When the drops are heavy enough, they fall to the earth. In other words, precipitation occurs when so much water has condensed that the air cannot hold that anymore. The clouds get heavy and the water falls back to the earth in the form of hail, sleet, or snow, or the most common form of precipitation, the rain. And the last stage of water cycle is collection. After precipitation reaches the surface of the earth, it does one of the four things. It can either be absorbed by plants, percolate through the soil to become groundwater, run off the surface into streams and rivers becoming surface water, and eventually flowing into the oceans or evaporate. And the water cycle again will start.